Oh yeah, let's do this. Boom shakalaka. I think I got everything pretty much ready here. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Yeah, all right. Welcome, guys. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing good. I'm doing well. Thank you very much. But yeah, thanks for coming, guys. Welcome, guys. Welcome, Zaphael, Eddie, Bob, my man, Bill, my man. Yeah, what's going on, man? What's going on? Yeah, some of my overlays still work. I got my sound effects. I only got the 2 programmed right now. Like
all
this
right,
one,
I'm gonna get me some Tim Hortons.
and I got this one here. Oh, sorry.
Thanks
this
for the
one
super
here.
chat, eh,
I
Hoser?
got the green screen set up. I'm gonna have some fun, and I'm gonna record some new overlays. Actually, I forgot I had some other ones too, but I haven't programmed them back into my Stream Deck yet. So I'm gonna do that. I'll do that, and I want to have some fun doing some new ones. I think that'd be fun. But yeah, the one thing that isn't working is Nightbot isn't working anymore. So whatever, man. But anyway, so tonight I got I don't really have too much scheduled. So if you guys have any questions, please ask me anything you want. Steel stud, framing, drywall, construction, taping, all this stuff, anything really. Okay, well, if I don't know the answer, we'll try to find it. And yeah, go from there. I got like this box beam I built the other day out of light gauge steel, so I took some pictures. I'm going to show you guys that. And yeah, that's just it. So casual, just live question and answer period type thing. And yeah, I'll talk a bit about the box beams. And yeah, Bob here, my man, what's up? What has been your toughest job last year? My toughest job last year? So, that's a good question. Last year was really slow. Like it was really slow. So, I would almost say like the job that I'm still on right now would be the more challenging one I used to guess that I've done. We're gonna be really getting into it more now. It's crazy. Like they're getting so busy over there with clients that they need to get the rest built. I've almost got the storage area built. That's going to be the site office. I'm going to set up the head site office there, and that's also we'll set up like we'll build the bleachers so Mark's tools can go in there. I'll be able to put my tools in there, of course. Excuse me, and yeah. But other than that, let me think here. I mean, I haven't really done a whole lot of super challenging stuff in a while, to believe it or not. Like, it's all been pretty simple stuff, pretty straightforward. Some of the toughest jobs I've ever done, though, would be, I would say, hospitals and schools would be the 2 hardest type of job that I've done. Yeah, like high rises are tough because of like the distance it takes to get anywhere, and like of course it's trippy working on the side of like a 37-story building or whatnot, or 60 we've gone up to 66 stories here in Edmonton, which is crazy high, right? So it can get nerve-wracking being up there on the ledge and stuff like that, but yeah, I mean, I've done some crazy. Oh, I got a notification. Oh, super chat from Eddie, my man. I can't remember which
All
one
right,
it is.
I'm gonna
Could be
get me
this
some Tim Hortons.
one. Yeah, I think it might be the Tim Hortons one. Hey, right on. I appreciate you, my man. Thank you so much, and send love to Christine. That was a tough stream. Like today, I was on Christina's stream too. I had to leave because I was like, it's so frustrating to be a Canadian right now. We've been fighting and battling like our government, and the economy has been terrible the past year and a bit, and like nobody's building, and like we're really hurting, hey. and the cost of everything and every inflation, it's like so bad here. Since COVID, you guys have, like, the United States has had a nice steady increase back, like up their GDP or whatnot. It's been a nice steady incline. Canada is taking a complete nosedive, right? And then Trump tariffs. This could really, like, really screw us bad. Like, it could be really bad for us. So it's not a good day in Canada, but. So yeah, anyways, that was a tough one. That's a tough subject, man. It's just nobody. I don't expect the guy like you guys in the South to really pay too much attention with our politics and what's going on up here. But it's been a battle. We're so exhausted, like, from battling our own government for so long. Like, we have such a corrupt, gross government. Oh, just totally incompetent people. It is so bad, and yeah, we're really, like, we're feeling it. And to have the tariffs come in is like kicking us while we're down, you know. So it's like, damn it, you know. If would have been nice for him to wait till we had an election in a few months to you know, we got screwed, like, on the last like free trade agreement. Trudeau, he didn't do a very good job, and it's like it's been kind of a slow, steady decline in the economy ever since, right? But hopefully things will turn around and we get this sorted out soon, and before anything gets overly screwed up, you know. But yeah, look at this. So if you were building a house, would you use steel for everything or actually do wood framing? Just wondering what you've thought about it. Yeah, that's a good question. So like post frame construction. So yeah, Raphael, I would do a mixture of steel and concrete, and I wouldn't use too much wood in, like, the framing part. I don't think I would use, like, maybe for certain, like maybe like structural things, or wood to wood contact, or wood, like, you know, like a wood backing type thing. I would do wood finishes, of course, on the interior. But I would do all non-combustible materials for the core of it, like the core framing, the roof, and the floors, if I could, right? I would either do concrete or floors, or steel, sorry, for the floors. Like even Q-deck and iron and concrete, like I would even do that, right? So it's yeah, because you don't want it to be flammable. That's the kind of the thing. You don't want it to be flammable, and you want to have that thermal moisture protection in you know, as best as you can. So you're gonna get that with steel. I would design it even like with a rain screen type of system for the exterior wall, and use some nice cladding or something. I would definitely go like metal roof. Yeah, metal siding with, like, aluminum composite paneling, and like just maybe some Vic West type profiles or something, you know, hidden fastener. I love the hidden fastener with a standing seam roof, and then some ACM paneling. It looks so good, right? Yeah, Bob, I have you. I got you. You're landing it. Yeah, I bet, Eddie. I mean, I've, like, been watching the news. It's been so scary. I can't even. Like, I can't even right now. It's so bad. Like, oh my God, just, if it's not in the Middle East, it's in the United States. Like, it is chaos. It's really crazy. It's so crazy. The streets are really awful right now, no matter where you go. Oh my God, poor people living on the streets all over the place. It's awful, man. But yeah, standing seam roof is my favorite. We have to do the re-roof on our house here this year, so I'm gonna be doing the standing seam roof on this roof, so that should look really nice. But yeah, I want to design it so it's perfect, you know, like, it's gonna be beautiful, man. But yeah, one day I'm gonna do that. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna build it live, right? Like live through construction Kronies and stuff. But yeah, one day. Like, seriously, love the idea of using concrete and structural steel and all that, like a commercial style with the house. It makes so much sense, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's gonna be awesome, man. It's gonna be awesome. I hear you, Raphael. I don't know what it is. It's um yeah, it was bad. And I mean, our immature prime minister can't keep his mouth shut or make a right decision if his life depended on it. It's awful. The guy is just such a spoiled rich kid. He just destroyed us. But man, oh man, I got some pictures too, guys. Let me see here. Where's this? Let's see if I can just pull them up over here. Yeah, so this is what I've been working on over at the rec center. Oh, I got that overlay and this overlay too, right? There's the back view of the studio. But is this the one I want? Yeah, this is the one I want. So, this is the storage area where I'm working at, which is going to be like the side office. So if I zoom in here a little bit, what's going on here? Can I zoom in or what? What's going on here? Yeah, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. So yeah, this overhead door will be in the site office, and then in front of the lift there is the man door. So that'll be awesome. You'll do standing seam in your next house. Yeah, man. I see that if I had to pay somebody to install it, I would wait. But I could get up there and shingle too, but my friend Steve is a roof, like a metal cladding guy. He does the standing steam and like he'll do the roof and the siding or whatnot. I need to so he's gonna come and help me, which is great. So yeah, you shouldn't really need to have too much. Yeah, 100%, Eddie. Yeah, they're all criminals, and man, even the new guy that we're backing here. I mean, it's just I don't know, man. I love the guy. I just but not too much. But I mean, like, he's the best hope we have. But some of the things like lately, especially like, I don't know where his head's at either. Has everyone here lost their damn minds? Like, the only one that's got her head on straight is our premier of Alberta, thank goodness, Danielle Smith. She's the only one making any sense. It's just a nightmare. It's chaos everywhere right now. So yeah, and then you can see this one here. I shot right through the beam, and I come out, and I'm not putting it together because I'm framing by myself. At least I have a scissor lift, which is nice. I'm using my pin laser, and I'm shooting the elevation as well, so that I found the high side, and I'm going I'm making sure that it's no higher than 12-foot half-inch. So for 12-foot drywall, and then like a half-inch space underneath the 12-foot drywall, right? So I've got it beautifully lasered in all the top track. I wonder, did I not take any pictures? Yeah, I did. Here's where I'm at now. I didn't take any pictures today. I ran out of channel, so I had to go get some more channel. And I finished the channel at 4 and 8 foot. But you can see, like, it's all the whole top track. It's all lasered in. It's beautiful elevation, right? So oh yeah, 100%, Eddie, 100%. The only problem with standing seam is when you need to repair it. Yeah, and I don't think like it's not too crazy. Like I know the seams, like the seamer, like you like they are there's a machine, right, that you use to crimp it together and stuff. And it's a pain to uncrimp that, right? I guess is what you guys are kind of afraid of. But yeah, it just lasts for so long. Like, it's so strong that it's worth it, I think. And it's nice when you're handy and you can fix things, right? You got all the tools. Like, I have every tool you would ever need. The only thing I don't have is the seamer, right? You can rent those from the supplier. But yeah, this is gonna be the if you have a leak. So this is what I would probably be very careful with your substrate, and like once you get your shingles off, and before you re-roof it, right? I would definitely get it designed proper and do it really well. Like, I would even think, like, you don't have to replace all the wood, but if there's any rotted wood or anything like that, get that all replaced. Maybe even membrane it, and then I wanted to do like 2 layers of insulation as well, staggered. Okay, so Z bar, maybe just like 2-inch Z bar with 2-inch insulation, and then 3-inch Z bar with another 2 inches of insulation, and then the inch of airspace, and then the standing seam on the Z bar, right? So like, you know, you got membrane on the plywood, 2 layers of insulation staggered, and then your standing seam, and then that's kind of how I think I would do it. I would just have to make sure with a designer that actually works for a house and stuff. But that's kind of my head how it would go. You got to do it just perfect, right? And get it sealed, and it should never leak, right? It should almost never leak. We don't get a whole lot of hail or crazy weather here. Like you know, we get snow. Install snow stops and all that, sure, but then even the oversized 6-inch gutters, like, oh man, I think that looks so cool, so good. And you can even like hide them in your soffit, right? Yeah, ice and water. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, some sort of membrane, right? Like I would like, yeah, definitely, absolutely, yes, 100%. How are you going to put up a ceiling on that? Is it going to be flat so it collects a lot of dust? Oh, so yeah, there originally is supposed to be a ceiling in here, but we're not doing a ceiling now. It's set up that we could, if they really want to later, and if they do, we have to build a wall down the middle to support it. Okay, but it's already light gauge, so this is just a storage unit. It's just for like to keep their balls and stuff, so they're not really worried about the ceiling. Not yet, anyway. So and then also we could do T-bar too if they really wanted to. We could do T-bar after, but there's going to be offices on the other side, like where it's drywalled right now. That there's going to be a row of offices, and then on this side where it's not drywalled, there's a hallway and then offices, right? So it's all going to be, and all of that gets T-bar. So it would be just the middle here that doesn't have a ceiling at this point, right? So. Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, the design was designed way over. Oh, sorry guys, sorry. Over. If you can kind of see where it's drywalled there, that's where the offices are going to be, and then on this side there'll be where it's not drywalled. There'll be a hallway and then offices, and then yeah. So like this was spec'd to have a ceiling originally, but if they really wanted to have a ceiling in here, I talked to the owner and we just like, yeah, you know. Watch double insulation, because if it leaks it might be too late. Yeah, no, that's for darn sure. Yeah, I would hate for that to happen. Yeah, and you would want to make sure you're using butyl tape and like, you know, really doing it properly. No shortcuts, right? Like you got to be so careful with that. Yeah. But oh my goodness, yeah, you gotta watch. But yeah, that's the thing. Like I would want to know what the best would be for a roof, right? Residential roof, that is. But yeah, I also built the box beam here, okay, and I got 3/4 inch plywood here, and then on the double studs on the door studs here, I also put 2x3 on the inside, and yeah, doubled up the steel. This box beam is a little different than the last one. I built out a heavy gauge, so I'll show you how I built that guy. And the cool thing with these box beams, because of this, I did a 7.5 foot by 7.5 foot opening. I'm gonna put obviously I'm gonna use 2 sheets of plywood for a door, and I'll chain them and put some swing hinges on there just for the site office, right? That's just gonna be our site office for security and for site stuff, right? Then that way we have the big space all open for construction. Oh, is this a video? Oh, weird. Okay. Where do I go to the next one? There we go. Let's see. What's the next one? There we go. Yeah, and that's what I like. So if I can zoom in here, I can kind of just show you guys. So, excuse me. What I've done here is I've cut the this track back 1.25 inches. Okay, and I've put screwed a piece of track on the door stud, and that's what the box beam is sitting in. And I put the plywood on after the metal, the box beam is installed. Then I put the plywood on. So that clip is sandwiched in there now, right? So you can, it kind of goes over the top here and down, and it's sandwiched in between the plywood at the bottom. I'm always clamping every 2 feet. I start at one end and I clamp right in the corner, right in the very corner, through the knockouts every 2 foot to put my screw in, and I just start from one end to the other on both sides. Okay, and then yeah, it's simple as that. And then the top track, I just flip upside down. I don't double it up. There's no point really in doing that. I just flip it upside down and use it as the track for the header studs. Okay. And same thing, I start at one end and screw down to the other, and then you check the track that you're all square in here, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful, man. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. And that's what I love about the box beams, is because when you're leveling the top track and you just put a normal header in, okay, you're gonna have some problems above the door, right? But with having a box beam there, you're solid. Okay, your track is perfectly level, right? It looks really good. So do you ask permission to do the social media stuff like this, or do you have it baked into your proposals? Yeah, oh yeah, no, I'm upfront about it, and it's like, yeah, everybody knows I do it, and I just, yeah, I whatever, man. Most people like that I film my work, and because then I'm you know, they know exactly what I've done and this and that, and they love it. Only scumbags don't like it. What fasteners do you use? Okay, so that's a good question. So on this right here, I pre-drilled the holes. All right, I used just a drill, pre-drill the holes for where the screws go, and this is 1.25 inch drywall screws. This is what I've used. Okay, so but I've pre-drilled the holes, and yeah, you got to be careful, because like you don't want it to, if you screw it in too much, it'll just like spin out. As soon as you got to bite, you got to stop. Right, like it's not the easiest thing to screw to light gauge steel, right? So yeah, but if you do it like that, you're good to go. I even like, this is a weird plywood. This is a heavy plywood. This is like a birch, like a really high quality birch wood. I just ended up stealing a piece of, and it's 3/4, so it's hardwood, right? So that's why. If it was any other plywood, I might not have pre-drilled the holes. I just screwed in, but yeah, like when I did the fire, like the panel backing, it's just normal fire rated plywood. I just use 1.25 inch. Boom, goes in, no problem to the steel, right? I just pre-mark where like the screws go, and that's that. So, and then yeah, I mean channel every 4 feet, but yeah, that's that. It looks good. It's gorgeous. So I'll get that. I went in yesterday and I dropped off the channel. You can see better here, a close up of this where you see I just cut a piece of track 3.5 inches, right, and put it sideways on the door stud, and that's where I slipped the box beam into. And then yeah, you match your studs up to the beam, your box beam to the studs, and boom, voila, you're good to go, right? Yeah, and see, I tested some of these screws here, the actual, like these other ones. I call them the wood screws, and they didn't catch at all. So they did not. They just kept stripping out, and so yeah, these the drywall screws actually caught. So they aren't not exactly countersunk, but they are in there. It's in there, so that's good. And then when I drywall, I will put a couple of screws in the drywall as well into the plywood. Keep it in there nice and strong, right? And same on the other side. And then you can kind of see here where I put the 2x3 in the door stud, and then the second metal stud I just flip around the other way. Okay, and you can put clips. I just didn't have any angle or anything on me, so I will be putting some clips on the door studs just to keep them together. What's the actual purpose of the plywood? So the purpose of the plywood is to catch like anything. Like I'm putting in a temporary door, and I just wanted as much strength and backing in there as possible. Is what it's for. I'm gonna end up framing this in smaller for like the actual door, like that does go in here. It is a double door, but I will be it's not 7.5 foot by 7.5 foot RO, right? I just wanted to have a big RO for the bleachers that we got to bring in and out, right? Well, I guess that's all I got, but yeah, the wood on the sides, the door studs, the 2x3 is for the hinges, okay? And the ply at the top isn't really, it's just there, right? In case I need it. That's all. I just put it in just in case I need it, right? For something. It's good, always good to have wood for like for meat, you know, when you need to put like hinges or anything on. Doesn't go into just steel very well, right? Could go crazy using T-bolts. Yeah, so on this whole job here, I use the redhead smack pins, right? So I didn't put any, didn't use any Hilti shots in the ground on this one. I drilled every one in. I used 75 of them on this wall. It's what we'll say 45, 90, 120 feet. We'll say, right? So five pins in each 10-foot length. Even on the small pieces, I just drill and I put more in. But yeah, all smack pins. I wanted it to be sturdier because this slab is that I forgot the name of it already, but it has like all these flakes in it, and it's weird. Like it doesn't shoot very well. The pins don't shoot very well in there. So yeah, I wanted it structurally sound. But yeah, actually, you know what? I'll pull up the drawing to what I'm gonna be working on next here. I actually have the updated drawings finally, which is great. Now, are they here? They should be here. Let's see here. Yeah, should be. I should have loaded it over by now. Where are we, dude? Man, Windows is, why did you do that? Didn't want the gun noise? Oh, yeah, no, I didn't, no, not because of that. So here, this is the thing. Okay, that would have cost me $150 as well in Hilti shots, and it only cost me $18 for smack pins. Okay, so it might have taken a lot longer to do, but really, it's stronger. It gives more strength, and because it's site office and it's going to be security storage, and it's going to take some abuse, over the construction. I wanted it to be strong, so and yeah, I'm not billing for this part till it's all complete, so I'm not sad that it saved me a lot of money in shots. But I did shoot the stud to the beam, and I did shoot clips on the other side. I guess I wonder if you could see that from here. No, I'll have to pull that up next time I go live. I'll try to go live tomorrow from site, yeah, before I start drywalling. And of course, underneath, acoustical caulking, the black caulking, the mono or whatever, I've caulked all the track is caulked underneath. And then, yeah, of course, channel 4 and 8. So we are going to be insulating it eventually. I'm going to do lay down drywall on the inside. There's a reason for that. And it's because when I framed this wall, I left on the first side, I left each 48 unscrewed, because with this easy light drywall is complete junk, right? So it's smaller. It's actually smaller. It's like, man, over like 4 or 5 sheets, you're already a ½ inch off your stud. Like so if you screw in all your 48s, you're gonna have to unscrew them later and move them because it doesn't land. And then so that's why on the other side I'm just gonna do laydowns. Three rows of laydowns just to be done with it, right? And it's just a storage unit, so I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, it's because I don't. That's why, because I don't. It's not gonna land if I stand them up, and I hate that. So. Yeah, and it's already all screwed off on the other side. So lay down solves that problem. If I need to cut a butt, no problem, right? Yeah, so it's not a coating on the slab. It's It is the actual kind of slab it is. It's a stronger slab, and it's got it's got flakes of steel in it instead of rebar. It takes like 90% less steel than a rebar slab. So this one doesn't have rebar in it. It has the flakes of steel. It's really crazy because they're all sticking out in places and stuff. It's not smooth, right? What sort of insulation? Oh yeah, it'll be fiberglass in here. Yeah. It'll be R12 in here. In the 3 5/8 wall, it'll be R12 in here. Yeah, this is exactly it. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, you bet. No worries if you're late, my man. No worries. So yeah, this you can use for an internal overhead doors. Yeah, sure, why not? You just for like an overhead big door, you're gonna be using maybe heavier gauge steel. I do have a box beam, like a video on heavy gauge, that would be maybe more suited to an overhead door. But this is one way to do it, right? Except the only difference would be instead of putting track here, right? You can use like angle, and the track I would probably switch the other way because how do we do those? Yeah, we switch the track the other way and slip it in that way, and then the top track goes around. But yeah, it's not too much different. But this is definitely one way to do it for sure. You're gonna be using like 6-inch studs instead of the 3 and 5 probably. But yeah, this is a solid build for light gauge for sure. Okay. I can pull up that video for you actually for the heavy gauge one, the one I did. Yeah, we can actually even watch it together. Let's see here. Boom shakalaka. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, let's see. How would I do this one? Yeah. Oh, okay, check this out. Oh. Yeah, this is just a little guy, but you can build this as long as you want. Now, when you're building long box beams, just make sure to stagger all your seams, okay? So if you got it's nice if you have a long stud, but say you don't land your track all at the same area, right? You stagger where your track lands, and if you have to add a piece of stud or whatever, you stagger it. You know, one on this side, on this, you know, like stagger all the seams when you're building a long box beam, right? I don't know what this is all about, but this will kind of show you the heavy gauge stuff. No, I don't know why I did this. Well, I really need to update this video. So obviously the door opening is 40 and the small 3/4 it looks like what he laid out. Yeah, no, Zaphael, man. On the box beam. All right, I don't know what I'm talking about. Probably just a bunch of crap. Seeing that this is one of my earlier videos. But yeah, you can kind of see. It's a crucial step to keep your box beam like square. Yeah, where I clamped it right in the corner like that. Yeah, and then you screw it off in the knockouts. But yeah, that's right there in the corner, man. That's where you want it. Yeah, I hope that for cost purposes, replacing steel tube. Yeah, man, you could totally build a box beam. Yeah, 100%, man. No, 100%. Yeah, you can get. That's the nice thing with steel studs. Like, you know, like if it's a 16-foot wide opening, you can get a 16-foot long stud, right? Just like I meant, just make sure to stagger the seams, any seams whatsoever, and put the screws in. Yeah. Yeah, I go on a heavy gauge one like this. Yeah, I'm gonna go every 2 foot, and I'm clamping through the knockout into the corner of the track. You'll see probably, hopefully, right here. You'll see that part, and then putting a screw in between after every foot, right? Yeah, this is a 6 inch. Yes. But yeah, you see how I clamp it through the stud, right in that corner. That's where you want it, right? Yeah, you want it so nice and snug and tight so it keeps all nice and square, right? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you see where it's screwed there. Yeah, that's where you want it. That's the main thing, right? And working your way from one side to the other. That's key. Yeah, the Canadian hoser. Yeah, right? That's hilarious. And then, yeah, see how I flip the track, the top one upside down. I don't cap it and then put another piece on, which you could, right? But it's just an extra piece of steel you don't really need, you know? Like, it's this is the way we do them. And that's it, man. You can build that as long as you want. And then let's just see, boom, boom. Yeah, stuff it with insulation. That's the one thing, right? You want to remember to do, stick insulation in there. And then yeah, I'm squaring off. I always draw the square line on the stud when I'm doing a box beam. And then look, okay, I got angle. I'm using heavy gauge angle here. Okay. So yeah, then the beam sits on the heavy gauge angle, and then I'll put a heavy gauge angle at the top. And that's the thing. If you put a track, also a piece of 6 inch track on its side, that'll also give you some extra strength, okay? And then you put a piece of angle on the bottom and the top, and but yeah, you put a piece of track, and then this angle. I just didn't put any track on this one. I could have. It's just a small one, so I didn't. But yeah, you could. Yeah, I know it's a little different. It's harder to yeah, it's a little harder to tell, right? But yeah, just something like that, right? But yeah, I mean, you could add pieces of track also on its side, and then 2 pieces of angle. That gives it a super strong box beam. And for a longer one, I would for sure put a piece of track to like I did on this light gauge one. You know what I mean? Hopefully that helps, my man. Comparison to the tool is usually the giveaway. Right on. Yeah, right? Yeah, for sure, man. No, all Hilti all day, baby. Oh, yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt. Oh, good, it's in the house. Excellent, okay. Yeah, I got all my tools basically on site, ready to go. I got bins of it. Like, man, I can't believe how many tools I have. And then once I get the site office done and secure, I'm going to be bringing the rest of my gear. Because, yeah, I'm as general contractor on this job now. It's going to be crazy. Oh, that reminds me. I'm going to pull up a blueprint here. I'm going to show you what I am going to be digging into right away next. Where is it? Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Synchro, what? Maybe it's this one. What's this now? Oh, and I can also show you. Oh, no, that's not it. Yeah. Definitely helps. Oh, excellent, Chris. Awesome, brother. Yeah, that's good. That's good. If you do have any questions, you can always reach out to me on email or on a comment or something for sure, brother. Yeah, I've used some nice 45 drills. I've used the Dual, the Bosch, the Makita. I would probably go a Makita with that. The angle drill. What's going on here? Electric, mechanical. This must be. All right, let's just see here. All right. This is my next mission is this. So big meeting on site tomorrow. This is the bathrooms. And this is neat, man, because we're gonna like Mark is literally gonna be setting up shop right on site, guys. Come on. And building all this, there's all this custom work, like woodwork, that like benches and panels and all this stuff that that have to go in here. So yeah, we're gonna be. This is the next mission, is these huge bathrooms, and we're gonna be going up like 12 feet, and then there's a bulkhead, like a canopy type bulkhead, and then like a parapet that goes on top, and like an actual ceiling on this with plywood on it. And then it's like a parapet almost, and then like yeah, like it's like a canopy soffit type of bulkhead that sticks out, and yeah, it's gonna be pretty wild. There's subflooring in here in the back shower area, the ceiling height everywhere in here is 12 foot, except for in the shower area it's 10 foot. But yeah, look at all these toilets, all these stalls and sinks, and all this crazy stuff, man. Like it's gonna be great. I can't wait to get going on this, man. Like. Yeah, there's 3 showers in the girls' change room, 3 in the boys' change room, and then I don't know if this is like a unisex middle bathroom or something. Maybe I'm not sure. Yeah, women's is the top there, and then oh wait a minute, no, this is all women's here. All the women's is at the top, and then the men's is over here at the bottom. So yeah, it is separated completely by men and women. Have you ever had tools stolen? In the States, you hear about people getting their entire job site tools ripped off. Yeah, I have had tools stolen. Yes, it's never pleasant, but it's not as a common thing. Like you really got to be careful what subtrades you have on site. Like in big high rises, like big jobs with so many guys, oh man, yeah, you got to nail everything down. But like on jobs that I do, that's one of the reasons why I do things the way I do is because I run with good crews. We all know each other, and tools don't go missing, right? Like like they will, but it's usually like a cord or a mop or a broom, and you can find it somewhere on site. You know what I mean? Is there typical call-outs for the furniture, or does the architect just spec and note to reference shop drawing? Yeah, so there will be furniture schedule. There's always going to be details and specifications for certain things. So some furniture, like it might be a part of like the design interior decorating package. There are sometimes decorating drawings in the package as well. But yeah, things like installations, like the millwork and all that, will have sort of specifications, and then you'll have to submit shop drawings and things like that, or submittals and shop drawings. You know what I mean? But yeah, you kind of see how this goes. The curved wall. Oh, and inside this is looks like 2 wheelchair bathrooms in curved walls here, which is quite interesting. Let's see what's going on here. So there's obviously There's obviously something wrong with this drawing, if you guys haven't noticed. Oh, I see. So this is the janitor's room, and there's a door. I was wondering what was going on here. So there's a door to go to the back here to service behind the toilets, right? So this is something new I've never seen before, I don't think. I don't even know if we've done this in a school, or have we? I can't remember. I think we might have done this in a school before. But yeah, so he's gonna have like a little service area for the pipes. I'm assuming, right? For all these toilets. And then we got, this will be part of the restaurant, the dry storage and janitor. So this is now the restaurant here. Okay, so they got a storage room here. I don't know why this seems to be fire rated, but yeah, anyways, so that's gonna be good. This is what we're working on next, is getting all these bathrooms done. So it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. And yeah, so there are some typical things, but it's like designers will change them up and have their own thing, but there is like you know, the more you look at drawings, you'll start to recognize some common codes, like you know, like for example, like, you know, C for ceiling, P for partition, which is inside, W for wall, which is an exterior right, wall, and then yeah. Right, it's funny. Windows and doors. Door for or door. D for door. For Nakatomi Plaza when he gets that job. Yeah, we'll cut him in on the non-negotiable bearer bonds. Yeah. You can see right here. This is the storage area slash site office that I'm working on, and we made some changes because the basketball courts they landed further into like this area to the left here of my left, your left of your screen. The basketball courts are they're about 2.5 feet further, I want to say south than they're supposed to be. So we had to, instead of having this jog in the storage room, we now come right off this beam. So right off of this I-beam. Right here, okay? We're coming straight off of here. So we've canceled this, and the offices will just start back now at this beam, basically, okay? And this one office will have an overhead door in it. No big deal, but you know, we still have one full overhead door and one man door for the office or for the storage area, right? Which is perfectly fine. No longer building the wall in the middle because there's no longer a ceiling in there that I'm aware of. Okay, if we have to do it, no problem. We will do it. But what they have to do is we have to build the wall in the middle, and then we'll run our steel stud and then 5/8 it, right? So. And then, of course, there's a hallway and then more offices down the other side. There's supposed to be a door here, too. Oh, this is the ceiling plan, duh. Yeah, because we couldn't move the offices or storage any further south because of this. This is a pickleball tournament court here, I think. So... yeah, and then on the other side of our wall, right here before the curve comes in, they were putting tennis courts in. I was like, holy cow, I almost thought I had to deal with that, but no, they're not doing the tennis courts anymore. And then this is the bathrooms, so you can see all drywall ceilings in the bathrooms. And then the front here is all restaurant. This is all restaurant. And then where the T-bar is the kitchen for the restaurant. And then this is like the bulkhead for the bar or main area. But yeah, interesting. Yeah, here's the bathrooms right here. All drywall ceilings. Oh yeah, they're gonna have to get duct in there, so the duct run's got to get in there and everything before we can, like, yeah. So mechanical has to get in there. Electrical might want to get some stub outs there, at least somewhere close. But HVAC definitely needs to get in here. We need to get these vent lines in, and I don't know. These look like maybe radiant. I don't know. This could be just heaters too. Are they expecting the service person to hop over each carrier system with that large cavity design? Yeah, I think that's the idea. I think that might be the idea. So I'm interested to see how that's gonna all come together. It's very curious, you know, like man, oh man. And then you can kind of see the bulkhead work and this funky lighted ceiling as well for the foyer. And then we have our front main offices over to the right here. We're going to do all that at a T-bar. And like I said, for T-bar, yeah, this is so funny. You're like, how wide is this? It's 2 foot. It's going to be 2 foot 3 inches or 2 foot 2 inches in the middle there, right? So we'll have 6-inch stud, right? We're going to, well, and then look at this weird thing, right? So you got this wall. There's going to be a 1'6", so that'll be 1 foot ish in the middle here of whatever. I wonder what that's all about, right? And then yeah, there's this 2 foot. It'll be 2 foot. Oh shoot! You know what? It's going to be 2 foot. That's it. 2 feet in between this. That's pretty small. That's quite a tight area, you know, to work in. You know what I mean? Yeah, gee, it didn't equalize most of the act, right? Yeah, no doubt. But yeah, there's some weird stuff in here. So yeah, I have a meeting with the architect, the plumbers, and the HVAC guys tomorrow, and of course the owner, and we're gonna go over the plan of action for this. So right away, obviously in-ground plumbing. I've got to get the concrete cut. We need to find out like where the plumber needs to get to, so we can get that concrete cut for him. I need to get Mark here, so I gotta go get Mark. This is a big week, so I think this is the week financing too for this comes through, which is fantastic. Been waiting for that for a while. Yeah, so it's a big week. It's gonna be gung ho. Obviously you guys know how it goes. When the money comes in, it's just like, why aren't you done? Why weren't you done yesterday, right? Like, so it's gonna be hardcore, balls to the wall, like just full blown nuts. We got to get this built fast too, right? So it's going to be awesome. It's going to be some long days, but good work, man. We're gonna, it's gonna hammer it out. Lots of woodworking in here for Mark. Like I say, he's got a big contract to build all the bleachers for the basketball courts, so we're gonna get that set up. And yeah, man, I'll be just putting in some double shifts and yeah, man, get this done and then moving on to a 37-story tower, which will be it'll be good. So I want to just kind of take a peek if there's any actual furniture notes on this, because this is the architectural, but here's some elevations. Oh, yeah. And yeah, you can kind of see here now they got paint, like PT with paint, right? And then yeah, you'll always should have a legend. Everything will have a legend, and that's just, you just got to follow the legend. So over to the side here. Okay, here's your finish schedule. PL1 Formica to be announced. So that's washroom counter skirt. QZ1 handstone quartz. So yeah, those are your quartz countertops. Pipe protection. Look at that, WA1. So yeah, WA1, WA2, WA3. I've seen that code for windows and exterior walls, so as well before. I see WE29 koala care baby change table. So this is the kinds of stuff right away we'll have to find out how to source and order, because that stuff is sometimes the stuff that takes long, and you kind of want to know where to put the the backing, the wood backing, right? So yeah, we got all these lockers. Yeah, so yeah, let's see, for the stalls, you want proper backing for the stalls, and so you got one at an elevation lower than the others for the kid type thing, right? And yeah, and you got to put backing for like handrails, proper location. So this is all really important information for you, right? For a wall guy, because you need to make sure like all of this has backing, okay? And see this access door there, for example, right? There's a chair in here, it looks like, with a like another like hand wand with this handlebar. So all that needs wood backing, right? You'll need wood backing for these dividers as well. You're going to want wood backing in there for that. Yeah, it's a condo building, man. It's a condo building. Yeah, we're gonna be doing the drywall and the taping and the cabinets. I think, and the trims, cabinets, trims, doors, drywall, taping. Yeah, we're gonna eat up as much of that as possible as well. And then hopefully after that job, it'll be my first house build. So that's the goal. That's the goal. I want to get into the housing market. I want to start building houses, metal stud houses. So I'm not sure if first house I'll just buy one and renovate it and flip it to make some money, or just go and build. I don't know yet. It'll be one of the two though. But yeah, you got to study all this stuff, right? So especially as a general contractor, you got to make sure you have everything sequenced properly, and you have to have good communication with all the trades, and you've got to know what's coming up, what they need, and make sure it's there for when like their stuff comes in, and nobody's held up, right? Yeah, there's all kinds of funky paneling. Like we're gonna end up building some custom wood panels as well, and for the bathrooms as well. We're shoe racks and stuff like that. Like there's lots of stuff, right? And one of the things that we need to here's some elevation finish schedule. So you got artwork, code for that, corner trim, finish trim, and then you got these different panels here and whatnot, paint, yellow, blah blah blah. So yeah, our budget is $1.8 million, 1.8 million for the construction side of it. It's I think overall a $20 million building, but for the interior, like the inside construction part of it, is $1.8 million. No, you are. So yeah, as the GC, yeah, I got to make sure that all this stuff is being ordered and installed. Somebody's taking it. Like you got to write out all the scope of work and make sure you got somebody covering every piece of it. But here you can kind of see where the bathroom ceiling is. This detail here with the parapet on the top. Okay, and this elevation is, yeah, see, 12 foot to the top of the bathroom wall, and then we're going to put a ceiling on it. It's going to overhang, and then there's this bulkhead here and with some blocking, and there's lighting that goes in there, and then there's a parapet, another 3'6" on top of that, right? So we're going to be going up, yeah, almost 14 feet here, right? Sorry, almost 16 feet, my bad. So it's 15 and a half feet plus the 6 inch. So yeah, 16 feet. Yeah, it'll be 16 feet. But yeah, you can see this different bulkheads, right? That's coming out of the bathrooms. And there's our subfloor right there. Yeah, 1'6" subfloor for the shower area. And I think this is this the, yeah, and this is the floor here. 2x6 studs, 16" on center. Yeah. Sexy equals sucks. but yeah, no. So my job is to take this design and basically simplify it and save the owner as much money as possible. Right? We want to get to the end result, the best, like the cheapest possible way in a sense, right? Like, so yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's you don't need. It's over spec'd, and that's a nice thing with design and build and contract management, design and build. We're allowed to basically take the drawing is just kind of like this is what they want it to look like in the end, but yeah, that's where all the trades come together and we make it efficient and put the best stuff that we like we get there, we do it right, of course, but we need to take things that are unnecessary or over spec'd or and try to make things or do things in house instead of contract out. And yeah, just really the more we can do in house the better, right? So the fact that we're going to have a wood shop on site and then of course myself that can build any kind of wall or ceiling or anything, right? And Mark is the wood guy. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna get Demi in as a full-time apprentice on this, and so the three of us will be the lead, and then of course the sub trades, right? We all know each other already, so it's good. Most of the trades folks I know, they went out of the residential marketplace. Too much screwing around. Yeah, so I get that, but that's just what I want to do. I find that there'll be more freedom in that, and I want to make money, and I don't want it to be complicated, right? I want to be able to train a crew on how to do it and use the same crew and just go and build, and eventually I don't have to wear the pouch anymore. That's the goal, right? So I have not. No, I have not worked in the semiconductor industry. No, I haven't. But we're building a huge AI data center here in Alberta, and I hear it's pretty crazy. It's going to be crazy. So I'm excited to see how that's built. I bet you a semiconductor plant would be freaking insane. Yeah, dude, that would be crazy. Like I was saying, I've done hospitals and laboratories, like university buildings, schools, churches. I've done tons of restaurants. Like nothing complicated like the laboratories and hospitals or schools, but some really crazy laboratory buildings. Like they're like I don't know, I would say 15 stories, and every story is a different study, like a disease or whatever. And like, man, like holy crap, man, with some crazy stuff in those. But I wonder, man, I bet you a semiconductor building would be nuts, like just nuts. Yeah, I mean, I would always like to try something once, right? And yeah, that would be fascinating. That'd be really cool. Like there's like other stuff like, so if the changing table is not available, does a contract specify getting something different? Could you swap in a similar quality product if you got a good deal on it? 100%, yes, you can. So that's the kind of the thing I was getting at with contract management and design and build. It's and this whole overall project is actually kind of leaning more towards integrated project delivery than anything else, because all the trades are kind of got a stake in it. So everyone wants to make it do a good job, make it and turn over a good product that makes money. It's a really unique situation, and it was so much flexibility in this job. It's great. And yeah, you're right. If there's not that koala change table, right, as long as you can get one at the same specifications, or you put in a change order, as long as the owner's okay with it, the designer's okay with it, and it meets code and all that stuff, you're good to go. Like, you're good to go. Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, you don't need to use that change table, okay? And even if you're on a contract that is very stickler, like very sticky to the specifications, you can put in a change order and say availability, like this is where contracts and all that come in, right? So if the owner, when you price a job, right? You need to know lead times for all of the product, okay? So if you're taking on that change table as a part of your scope of work, when you're bidding it, you have to be upfront and tell the owner it's going to take 4 weeks to 6 weeks for this change table to come in. So we need to order it by this date for it to be installed by deadline, like by the scheduled time or whatnot, right? And if it's going to take longer to get that change table, you tell the owner it's going to take longer, and that if he still wants it, you can wait the time, or you can go with these other alternatives that'll get there sooner, right? Or on time or whatnot, okay? But if the owner's stickler, no, I want that exact model, then yeah, you have to wait. You can't be penalized for that, okay? As long as you're upfront the whole way about lead times, okay? You got to be, if you're a savvy owner, a savvy general contractor, you know to ask these things when subcontractors are bidding or going to bid with you on a job, right? You want to know, okay, I need lead times for everything, guys. Make sure we're going to be able to get whatever, and if there's going to be any issues, we need to iron them out ahead of time, so that's when we start thinking of different materials or whatnot. Like, some architects just design things wrong, and so you put in a change order or a clarification, right? That could change into a change order. An RFI, you always RFI something, and that kind of can turn into a change order or whatnot, right? The architect and engineers should know the lead times before the contractor, and they should be provided to the client prior to IFC. Maybe. I mean, on some things it's possible. But yeah, see, here's the deal. So the designer will come up with some things, sure, but the owner ultimately is going to be approving that design, and a lot of the times the owner is asking for those design features, right? So the designer just puts it in a package, and then the trades will price and come up with those lead times, right? So yeah, if that would be a pretty savvy engineer or architect to be that connected with suppliers to know the lead times. So and don't get me wrong, that does happen sometimes. Like especially when you're dealing with high end exterior finishes, for example. Okay, you're gonna know. Oh well, BMO roofing. It's there's only one company in Canada that can actually install that, and it all comes from the United States. And so we gotta make sure it's like an 8-month lead time or something like that, right? They're gonna know that ahead of time, and they'll talk to the owner about those different designs and stuff, right? But the beautiful thing with BMO roofing, for example, is, man, that you could go seamless for, it doesn't matter how long. You could go forever, or it's just, yeah, it's beautiful seamless roofing. It's a beautiful roof. Actually, let me pull it up, see if I can actually show you guys what I'm talking about. It's pretty cool stuff. And a lot of things too. So I'm always connected. My suppliers are so good. They'll tell me ahead of time when there's going to be a shortage of a product or something. So if they'll tell me, hey, sometimes we can't get semi-rigid here for the life of us, or sometimes all the semi-rigid that is in stock in Canada is designated to certain projects, and so the supplier will then come to you and say, hey man, there is no semi-rigid available at all, or there's not going to be in a certain amount of time, so if you need it, order it now, because yeah, you're not going to be able to use it later. So yeah, when you're pricing jobs in that timeline, that product isn't available, so you can automatically right away put an RFI in and tell them that, right? Wants to become a Matt Rissinger without a tool belt? Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, when you say it like that, yeah, I don't know. I guess I do like being on the tools. I might stay on them for a while, but yeah, I would like to do more custom, more really high end custom cool stuff, and get other people to do the repetitive stuff, if you know what I mean. Yeah, this is BMO roofing. It is a standing seam roof. Yeah, yeah, it's gorgeous, man. It bends nice and like yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, there's her profile. I would like to see more pictures of it though. Let's see, is there 360 service products? Oh yeah, roof system. Yeah, here we go. Projects, roof systems, and facade systems as well. Is this Brussels? All the new transit centers in Edmonton use this roofing as well, right? Yeah, check this out. Yeah, like look at that roof, right? Like that's crazy. Yeah, I hear you, Chris. So yeah, it's always nice when I work with massive companies and they have design standards, less thinking and more production, less RFIs. Yeah, it's good to have like aligned to the designer, right? It's just yeah. But you look at these, man. They're so cool. Oh, cool. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's gorgeous. That is really cool. Wow. Oh yeah, guys, I got 9 Inch Nail tickets, man. I got 9 Inch Nails. I'm going to see 9 Inch Nails in Vancouver in August, boys. Yeah. Oh yeah, but I was on that website. I was spamming it, and I got in the queue, and I got the best seats I could. But yeah, I'm taking my son. We're going back to Vancouver for 9 Inch Nails in August. Yeah, isn't that cool? Isn't that's beautiful, isn't it? Hey, Michael, my man, what's happening? What trade, man? What kind of tips do you want? What trade are you in, my man? Wow, this is crazy stuff, man. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, like this stuff, man. Like they'll actually even they can show it up right up on site with a plant. And what was that? Oh, that's Zegbar. Wow, that is something else. That is cool. That is really cool. It looks like amphitheater seating here at the one side. Like that is so cool, man. Wow, metal stud carpentry. Yeah, well, yeah, man. I can give you tips all day long, brother. I where are you at? What are you working on? You need help with anything specific? Yeah, I would. I mean, heck, man, coming for information is always a good thing. Being here is a good thing. Looking for information, you know. You're a residential electrician. You want to get your commercial license. Right on, Jonathan. Yeah, excellent, man. No, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, commercial, like, I don't know. I think like it's it's definitely got to be it's different, right? Like residential, if you've been on a commercial site and you know the dynamics of a bigger site, like commercial is a different beast than residential, right? But yeah, man, yeah, it's good to learn about the metal stud, the different framing, and different stuff. Like I feel like every commercial trade should take like a 1 day framing and drywall, like just crash course. You know what I mean? Just so they understand how it goes. Yeah, like residential, you can wear sneakers, exactly. Yeah, but. That way of rough screams, I have money that I need to burn. I hope it's not government, but it sure seems to be from the title. Yeah, architects never, yeah, blasphemy. Best architects are the ones who know construction and make details that speak poetry. Yeah, that's right, man. Yeah, yeah, and it's tough. Like, and nowadays with designers, yeah, you want to learn to bend conduit? Yeah, that stuff's cool, man. That's an art form, man. That's an art form, man. They got the benders and all that. Yeah, it's an art form, all right. Big on form following function. Yeah. Yeah. 9 Inch Nails. Yeah, I can't wait, man. It's gonna be so awesome. So for Michael, for metal stud, yeah, I mean, just get in there, get her, like get going, get your hands dirty, just yeah, get yourself tooled up, get yourself, the right pouches and your impact gun, your drywall gun, and get some clamps and get, just get your snips, just yeah, get the tools, and get in there and work. Like learn the material and how to identify like light gauge and the different gauges of steel. Like there's color coding and all that. Watch lots of videos. You can spam watch my or binge watch as many videos from my channel. I got tons of metal stud. I got a whole playlist on metal stud framing. I got a whole playlist on drywall and so on. That's a good place to start. Going through my metal stud framing, it's called commercial metal stud framing, I think is the playlist. Yeah, Lewis Sullivan. Yeah, right on, man. No, that's great, guys. Yeah, and then yeah, just help just yeah, get in there and help the guys you're working with, and yeah, man, just never be the guy that lasers. Yeah, man, lasers are so important. Yeah, you want pin laser, line lasers, those are really important for metal stud framing. And that's the thing, you gotta supply your own stuff in this trade, right? It is a little bit unfortunate, but it's just the way the cookie crumbles, right? Put a bid in for a basement they just finished building. The builder used those preformed insulated walls. Yeah, sure, yeah. So there's like a precast that has they have a foam core in a precast wall panels. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's a good idea, man. Learning once you're learning prints and stuff like that, yeah, that's a big deal. Learning to take what's on the print and lay out to the building, because sometimes the prints aren't there's basic things rules you always have to stick by, and it drives me nuts. So guys can be so stickler sometimes to follow the drawings to so much to a T where they really screw themselves up. For exterior walls, okay, all you need to do is make sure you have a perfectly flat plane all the way around the building, so you want to check from one end of the building that when you put the steel stud in, there's not going to be any iron sticking out, okay? You want your Dens glass or your exterior board to just be nice and flat, getting your expansion joints in proper, insulating properly. Yeah, man, you can't close in iron and stuff like that in exterior wall without insulating it and all that. But yeah, you more and more you do, you're gonna learn all this stuff, right? I regularly do cover drawings and blueprints here, so yeah, there's lots of ways we can to go and learn. I can teach you more stuff on the side and stuff too if you're ever interested. There's ways we can do that. But yeah, dude, that's great, Jonathan. Yeah, man. Yeah, congratulations, brother. Yeah, good night, Chris. Yeah, you bet. Yeah, every Sunday night I'm here, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, doing live Q&A, and we'll talk, and we just discuss different stuff. And yeah, I go live from site a lot, so I will be on site again this week, and hopefully it will be on site a lot. So I'm getting just want to get marked down and get going on this. And I got a phone call today saying, yeah, it's go time, baby, it's go time. So. You want wavy walls because it's artistic? Yeah. No, I don't. I'd prefer not to have wavy walls, but yeah. No, that's cool, man. Chris could replace drinking with toke. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. 100%. 100%. Oh, no, that's good stuff. Well, I guess that's about it then for today, my guys. But yeah, if I missed anything and your subfloor is wavy, yeah, yeah, you gotta be careful. You want to make sure like you're checking elevations on things, and it's like it's a pain in the butt. Like I just did that locker area, right, and I didn't have to. I had to cut a couple of studs on the start on the one side on the north side, and it was good all the way to the front, right? And then along the front, the west wall, I guess it was good, but then all the way down the south wall, I had to cut every single stud, right? And I'm just cutting like a ½ inch off of them or whatever, just metal light gauge, just snipping every single one, but. The top track is beautiful, level all the way, right? So you just check and make sure that you're going to be able to do that, right? Because yeah, you don't want the top to be like this. You want the top to be beautiful when that's the finish, right? Like the public is looking at that, right? You don't want your walls to be all wacky, you know what I mean? So. Yeah, oh, dude, yeah, that concert in August is gonna be great. I'm excited to go back to British Columbia again with my son, Vancouver again. I'm gonna go to the same hotel as last time. It couldn't have been a better spot. So I think that's the hotel I'll always go to. It's a beautiful little hotel on the end of Davie Street there. It's so nice, beautiful neighborhood, lots of wicked restaurants and stuff around, and just beautiful area. The ocean is right there. And yeah, it's just like we walked downtown in like an hour really from there. We walked for many hours, but this time when I go back, I'm going to be doing some extra filming, I think, on East Hastings for my new documentary. So yeah, man, that's going to be great. But yeah, you'll see me many more times before then, guys. But Jonathan, and you got to plane it tomorrow? Oh no, is that bad, eh? Oh, so yeah, this is the thing, right? Like, you got to have tongue and groove on a floor for sure, right? Like you want tongue and groove, and holy hell, man, it's me again, Dave. What's happening, brother? Holy shit, good to see you, brother. It's been a minute. How you been? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. So good to see you, brother. That's fantastic, man. Thanks for popping in. Oh, and thanks for hitting the like button for me, guys. If you don't mind, if you haven't done that yet, please do that. That helps a lot, man. But yeah. So here's the thing too. Like when you're working with guys like who don't level their plates out and square their houses off, you're gonna have issues when it like one of these last houses we did used this like kind of concrete cement type board for the floor, and but the problem was it was a steel stud floor and they're made out of panels and the seams weren't lining up, right? And so of course the concrete boards aren't gonna, and how do you fix that? Like, it's just madness, man. Just madness. You gotta start off proper at every level, right? Make sure your shit is level, man. Just shim it, whatever you gotta do, make it level, square it up. Just make it happen. Make it happen. How you been, me again, Dave? What's you been up to, brother? Man, it's good to see you, dude. My favorites. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Working on a hotel. Oh, that gets orange peel texture. Orange peel texture, concrete ceilings with mini knockdown textured walls. Wow. Wow, isn't that a process? That's a lot of texturing, man. Wow, it's weird too, isn't it? That seems. Oh, I guess so. Depending on where you are, but yeah, that's pretty crazy. It's a lot of texturing, brother. Yeah, people don't understand that. You're right, me again, or Zaphael. People don't understand how horrible it is to fix stuff if you don't start from a good point, and that's like these guys doing these metal stud houses, not listening, and every time it's just they get so screwed. But by the end, they think they're doing great because oh yeah, we're going fast and all this blah blah blah. But then at the end, it takes 10 million times longer to finish because you got to fix everything and go back and peel stuff out and just crazy, right? No, it's not that. It's my heater this time for sure because it's so cold out there, guys. I have the heat cranked up a few degrees hotter than I normally do. It's pumping hard. It's pumping hard right now. Yeah. So yeah, I should check that. It's usually not that loud either. I should do a check on the filter on that real quick, but yeah, it's that's what it is. Good. I can't believe. Actually, I just noticed that myself, but that's louder than it normally ever is. Oh fuck. Sorry, dude. I'm live right now. I can't answer. I'll call you back. I'm just gonna check right now. Yeah, it's minus 30 outside right now, according to this. Wow. All right, let's test it. Okay, we're good. Let's check the filter. It's just cold. It's pumping hard. That's why you can hear it. Yeah. Oh, I see. I got it. So knockdown is standard for ceiling and orange peel standard for walls. It's 180 degrees opposite on this thing. Okay. Yeah, Megan's also like your taper drawwaller. Yeah, man, guys. Yeah, right on. I don't do texture ever, right? Never, ever do texture. The only thing I ever do it would be a level 5 code finish. That's it. I don't do any texturing whatsoever. I got buddies though that do that stuff, right? So what? This is a bit of a different. I want to check the filter. Oh, here we go. Firmware refresh terminal. Okay. I guess this is a new app, but oh no, here we go. No, it's different. It's different. It's new software. Huh. Anyways, it looks good. It's all good, so that's good. That is good. Yeah, no, my thermostat right outside the house is -30. So that is at the airport, which is about half an hour drive away. So it might be a little bit different, but it's -30 out there right now. According to my outdoor unit there, it's -30. That's freaking cold, man. That's cold. Yeah, how do temperatures get into the negatives? You owe heat. So, no, so zero is freezing, right? So anything obviously above, when water, you know this, right? Anything below freezing is zero. That's how we do it, right? So, yeah, it can get cold, right? It can get cold, buddy. Jeez. And here's the thing. So at the rec center, the city came down on them hard, and they have their outhouses on the inside of the building. Well, the city made them move them all outside just before they had a bunch of tournaments this weekend. So all these poor kids in like shorts having to go out to porta potties, like construction site porta potties in -30 weather. Like, you know how that is as a construction worker. It's hard and disgusting and just awful. Can you imagine if you're like a girl, like a young girl playing volleyball and having to go out and like, oh, I just feel so bad for those kids. Oh my God. Didn't update his heater subscription. Could you imagine? Oh man, could you imagine? Like, I wouldn't be surprised. That's too funny. Yeah, I didn't pay my carbon tax this month. Scumbags. Anyways, I hope things don't get crazy. I really hope this whole fucking tariff thing just gets fixed quick. We have such a lame duck prime minister, and he's such a criminal, and the guy they're trying to plant in place of him is even worse. He is a total scumbag, greedy banker scumbag, globalist. He ruined England, and his policies have been ruining Canada, and now they want to actually give him the PMO. No way, man. Oh my God. If this guy ever becomes our prime minister, like, dude, you guys will be expecting me down there. I will move out of Canada, and that would be enough. I was like, nope, I'll have no more faith in Canadians if this guy gets elected in. No, I'll be done with him. And that's the thing. Like, everyone wants to blame Trump for these tariffs, guys, but it's not his fault. It's our prime minister. It's the Liberal Party, the NDP party, the past 9 years of all their garbage and flooding our streets with drugs and opening the borders. That's the problem. They're also been shipping all of our jobs and dependency. Like, you understand too. Like, we've sold out to the United States big time. Like, we give them like our oil at massive discounts. We give, like everything we give at huge discounts, right? And like, we give as much as we can, basically. And so it's not like we've been taking advantage of you guys. When it comes to NATO, I would definitely say, yeah, we shit the bed there big time, but that's the government again. So it's just, man, it's brutal. It's brutal. It just hurts us. It doesn't hurt our government. It hurts us. And that's the part that hurts, like, it's going to be really bad for us. We're in a really bad situation right now as it is. Like, half of our population is living in near poverty, like paycheck to paycheck, near poverty. It's crazy, man. 2 million, just one city alone is getting 2 million. Our biggest city is getting 2 million visits a month to the food bank. Like, it's like, I mean, the price of food has like doubled, tripled. It's been really bad here, and our GDP is like gone down like so far since COVID. No, it nosedived. Whereas you guys have been on a nice steady incline. Us, nope, boom, done, straight down. It's awful. You guys know, like, I haven't been going live a lot. It's not because I don't want to. It's because there's nothing going on. I haven't been building anything. There's been no work. Last year, there was hardly any work at all. Like zero work, guys. So it's not because I didn't want to live stream or produce content. I had none. I had no content to share. So it's been a really long, brutal, like, man, we've been fighting our government for so long. We're so exhausted. Now this tariff thing, it's just, fuck, we're so defeated. Like, oh my God. It's just stressful. It's really stressful to be a Canadian, man. That's for sure. Yeah, as long as they don't pull anything shady, yeah, he will be out. Right on, man. But no, I'm glad you popped in, my brother. It's so good to see you guys, man. If you don't mind hitting that like button for me on the way out and stuff, and have a great start to your week, and be safe out there, guys. If you have questions, you know how to get a hold of me, right? Chris@constructioncronies.com. That's, once again, sorry, Chris@constructioncronies.com. Now my heater's defrosting. Yeah, that gets loud. It's freezing up. Yeah, but yeah, be safe. And if, like I said, if you have questions, please ask. Leave me a comment somewhere. Send me an email, and I'll help you out. And yeah, I should be live from site again tomorrow. And yeah, we'll go from there, boys. But yeah, good to see you, my man. Me again, Dave. Right on. Oh, hey, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Let's see if I can pump up an overlay for you here.
Thanks for the super chat, eh, Hoser?
Yeah, my guy. I appreciate you guys so much. I really do. And Bob, man, being you're Deadpool, that means you've been a member for a long time. So I think a year, right? So over a year. That's great. I appreciate you guys so much. Really, really, I do, man. Have a great night and a great start to your week. And I'll see you really soon, guys. Bye for now, okay? Jeff, oh, me again. Right on, guys. Bob, my man Bob. Yeah. Bill, Jonathan, Michael, Chris. Awesome, guys. You all rock.